Hello, everybody. Welcome to Creators Creating the Nature of Consciousness. I am Cory Three Ring Thorell, and I'm here with Aubrey Cardon.
Now, when you remember what kind of creator that you really are, the power is endless. It's the imagination and the manifestation that you can really create for yourself is anything becomes possible. So we're here to lead a community and join everyone together to heal and raise everybody into a higher consciousness together.
Oh, thanks, Aubrey. I have a couple questions for you. If you've caught us out there and you're here with us right this very moment, there's no such thing as a coincidence. You're here because you found us on purpose. So I want to ask a couple of questions. Are you dreaming of understanding a deeper understanding of the universe and how it works? Are you aware of your own personal growth and personal expansion? Maybe you've had some enlightened moments in your life working with a guru, an advisor, a hero, a mentor. Maybe you've had some plant medicine ahas with mushrooms, ayahuasca, or other journeys. Are you already aware of your own self-growth path? And are you wondering about your next level of healing? Maybe looking for a guide, maybe some next steps.
Maybe, I mean, like Cory said, maybe you're having questions about the universe that you didn't understand before, that you suddenly are now, and you don't understand why. Maybe you're feeling a little bit stuck. Maybe you've had some plant medicines and your mind has expanded and you're not sure where to go next. And maybe you realize that there's something more that's just out of your reach. It's just right there.
Yeah. So part of that, when we're on that path, sometimes we're looking for the next step. Sometimes we feel stuck. Sometimes we feel broken. And those are all real human experiences. And so what that wants me to present is the journey of change. Everybody does this. Nobody gets out of this structure. And I love this so much. There's a similar version with Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey or The Human Journey. But in this journey of change, here you are. Imagine yourself. You're super comfortable. You're right there in your world and all is well. But then all of a sudden you're uncomfortable. Something's different. I can do it for a little while longer, but I can't do it forever. There's an opportunity, a need, a hunger for change. There's a calling to do something different. Of course, the longer we stay in that discomfort, the worse it gets. And the worse it gets, that installs the next step, which is the search. Okay, now I'm searching for a solution. I'm searching for the next good thing. I'm searching for what will feel better right now. It will fix the problem. It will bring relief. It will make it better. So that in that search, we all do a lot of things. I'm going to buy a lot of books. I'm going to take some courses. I'm going to do a workshop. I'm going to do a lab. I'm going to pay a coach. I'm going to do a mentor thing. I'm going to travel to the Alps or whatever it is. But in the search, often there's a try and a fail. In that search, there's often I don't finish the book, I don't finish the course, or I watch the videos, but I don't do the workbook. I don't really complete because I'm not resonating at a high frequency. But then there's the aha moment, like, that's the one. That feels so good. That feels so good. And then what does that do? That aha moment gets you out of your chair. It creates hope. It creates anticipation. And now there's a learning, a fast-paced learning. Like, yes, this is for me. This is the thing. It makes sense. And we grow and we grow and we learn and we start to apply. And now this is when our intellect becomes our number one fan. Our intellect actually joins your healing team. And this is super important because this is where you learn the tools that you're going to need. Because what's going to happen next is all your subconscious programming, all that hesitation, all that oscillating, all the rules and regulations that we assumed from our parents, grandparents, and our ancestors that are running in our lives now, epigenetics, challenge you. They're going to challenge you. So this is where that intellect gets on your team, becomes really important because now you already have the tools you're going to need when the challenge happens. And now when that part of you, your subconscious mind, fights you back, and then you finally break through because you have the tools you need, then that's when the healing happens. That's the breakthrough moment. Yeah. Go ahead and say it again.
Sorry. That's also where we come in.
Exactly where we come in. Yeah. And so that's what happens. And when that healing moment happens, what is the next medicine is inspired motivation. because we just removed the resistance. All of a sudden, the hesitation, that oscillating, the try and fail is now off the table. So where are you on that path? Aubrey, talk to us a little bit more.
So Cory and I have joined forces that we're really excited about. We both have separate healing modalities that are very complementary. So I am what I call a quantum chiropractor. I see the universe in geometry, and I work really closely with the Akashic records and source in order to shift your geometry into your highest potential. And so what that means for you is you get to have a better alignment into and a better connection to your higher self, which is really the way that you're going to be able to heal, and that you're going to be able to find other versions of you that are already healed and bring them into your reality.
Right. You know, one thing when I work with Aubrey, one thing that's very clear to me is that you're getting quantum support. You're getting quantum doctors, quantum healers, quantum mentors entering your reality of today. And in my work, I'm a super conscious recode coach. I reprogram your subconscious mind. I engage your intuition, your imagination, and your creation to create that inspired motivation. Once again, we can heal the past by rewriting your stories of the past, which then writes the menu of a life that you will love. And since we manifest what we think about, that switchcraft moment, that's one of my words, that's one of my magic tools, is that switchcraft moment where you stop reacting to the world and start creating in the world, because you can only do one of the two. You cannot create and react at the same time. Most of us are spending all day long reacting. Let's switch craft to creation. So like Aubrey said, we are on a very similar path, and we've realized that working together, when we work on a client in the same room, you get us both. We're going to get all of this wisdom where we're going to give your intellect the tools that you need, as well as give you the spiritual and cosmic support you need for your own transformation right here, right now.
It's extremely powerful to have the benefit of two very, very powerful healers. We've spent lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes working on our skill sets, and it's just so amazing to watch the shifts and the aha moments that happen with the people that we work with. And we would love to work with you.
So what could possibly be more important than dreaming about your future? We manifest what we think about, and so many of us are reacting to the past all day long, 80%, 90% of your day. So we've joined forces because we realize that not only what we're talking about is magical and it feels good and it's all fun stories, however, the work is hard. Transformation takes time and it takes support. You know, when we are doing this work together, personal transformation, healing the past, claiming the future, and empowering the present moment, all of those things take individual steps. They take attention, they take care, and most importantly, time to have intention and integration work around them. Aubrey, let's talk a little bit about those amazing frequencies, the low vibration frequencies of emotions, and then we rise into the high ones. Talk to us about frequency.
Well, everything in the entire universe is frequency. And so a lot of what Cory and I both do, from coming from different directions, is helping you find what the frequency you are in now. Because the truth is, if you're not wanting to be where you are, then you don't stay present in your frequency, and it becomes very hard to move if you don't know where you are in the first place, because you're trying to there's no map. You don't know where you are, so how could you possibly find a direction? So finding the frequency of where your current state is, and then also starting the process of dreaming of what you would rather have, your desired reality, the frequency that you'd rather be in. And then finding the way to bring those frequencies together and magnetize your new reality into yourself. It's really about shifting your own frequency. But throughout all of our work together, Cory and I use the same process, again, from different directions, to have this 3 steps. And why don't you talk a little bit about the 3 steps, Cory?
Well, we've already been talking about the 3 steps. Let's repeat.
We're always going to be talking about the 3 steps.
Steps. So but what the 3 steps do, before I talk about what they are, what we're doing in the 3 steps is identifying that you have been in a destructive structure which created the discomfort in the first place. What about a creative structure? where all of a sudden we're no longer anchored to the past, struggling, and we pull that anchor out and reset it into the future so strongly that your future actually pulls you toward it. Creative structure. So these 3 steps. You want to know your dream. Where are you going? I'm uncomfortable right now, and there's the solution. The emotion of the end result. It'll be so great. And compared to that is your current reality, the need or the desire, what created the hunger for the change. Current reality, desired reality. If there's a rubber band around my 2 fingers and we pull tension between where the solution you desire and the discomfort of right now, that tension reveals what's in the way. That tension reveals the resistance, the hesitation, the fear, the self-sabotaging identities. All of that then pops up and we get to heal that. That's where that healing happens. So these 3 steps: know your dream in such a way that it's real. Reinvest in that future. Know your dream so well. Do your dream work so beautifully that it's alive in you. And then compare it to your desired reality, or your current reality. What is it like right now? The need for that change. I can do it a little while longer, but I certainly can't do it forever. And between those 2 things, the healing happens. And when that resistance is removed, Aubrey's working on the quantum level, I'm working on the subconscious level, and we're doing it together at the same time. When that resistance and hesitation disappears, and that aha, that magic moment occurs, that 3rd step is the inspired motivation, moving toward your dreams without hesitation. That's that strong anchor set in the future in such a way that it pulls you toward it. Obvious next steps. What's so great about doing sessions, live sessions like this, is that you will have obvious next steps at the end of the session that you could not see before. Obvious.
It's also one of the benefits of working with the 2 of us is that the work doesn't have to be hard. The practice of every day can sometimes feel hard if you're not used to it. But when Cory and I are helping you reprogram, and it really is a reprogram, and you have the opportunity to actually step into it in a healed version of you that does know where you're going and has a conscious ability to interact with the world in ways that you hadn't before.
Right. That I think you said to me earlier, Aubrey, that instant updated alignment. Mm-hmm. Like, wow, supercharge, an instant course correction. Reprogramming your unconscious mind, all that really means is you have an old belief that created a lifetime of behavior. And then we change the belief and it changes your behavior. That's what that means.
Which then in turn changes your reality.
Exactly. So here we can claim that new dream in such a way that it is so powerful and so emotional. Now, this is where Abraham Hicks, the law of attraction, all of that philosophy pops in here too, because when the emotion of the end result is so clear, the suffering of yesterday starts to not matter anymore. That switchcraft moment, we reveal that resistance and remove it. Inspired motivation to your obvious next steps. Now, but most importantly, not just working with Aubrey and I, when you join our community, you're in a whole community of like-minded people doing the exact same thing. I bet you how many of you might resonate with this. You had a personal expansion. You had an aha moment when all of a sudden your growth changed speed than perhaps your wife or your husband, your family, your parents, your coworkers, and now you're alone. All of a sudden you're perceiving information differently, and it takes a long time to explain to the people who are close to you what's going on for you. They may or may not understand, and now you're alone, but it's also so powerful and personal that you cannot look away. This happens to so many of us, that we always hear that a spiritual path is a lonely path, and it's because you start to change and grow at a different time, in a different frequency, in a different vibration. So when you join a community of like-minded healers and creators, one, you get to, what do I call it? You get to witness each other. Oh my God, there was your discomfort. There's your dream, and there was the tension between, and I watched your healing and your inspiration and your motivation, and I watched you change your world. And in me watching you, I see that I get to as well. The other side of that is true. Taking a turn being witnessed in your dream also means the community loves you, supports you. One of the quickest ways to manifest a life that you love is to claim it to the world. And when you do it inside of a safe group of people who support you, it ups the vibration. it changes the energy and things start to move quickly. So not only do you get Aubrey and I working on you individually, we also work on the community collectively. And I tell you, the power is in the community, the tribe, the circle of the, we've been sitting around a campfire as humans sharing wisdom and enlightenment since the beginning of time. And that is the medicine I think we need now.
I talk often about how the universe is a reflection of whatever your internal world is doing. So like it's a mirror. So and if you were to look in a mirror, you wouldn't expect the mirror to smile. You would smile. And part of the reason that a community in a spiritual path is so important is because you get the opportunity to have that reflected back at you and collectively raise our vibrational frequency in the ecosystem of the new earth that we're all creating right together right now, and being and the power of being in now, and the power of having accountability partners. And it's a really common feeling when you first start raising your vibrational frequency to suddenly not have anyone to talk to, and it can feel very alone. But the conversations that everyone else is having all around you aren't things that you feel like talking about. They feel kind of not very interesting. And that's okay. That's where they're at. But finding people that you can talk to on a regular basis that have a higher vibrational frequency and are on a similar path to you, it's beautiful, and it's something that we are very much are excited to start providing here.
Absolutely. So some of those benefits, putting yourself first. One of the things that I talk a lot about as the priority is self-love first. You must love yourself gigantically. Sometimes self-love is thought of as selfish. So right now, the gift I'm going to give you right now is, let's take all negative connotation out of the word selfish and make it the most delicious number one priority. The first priority is to love yourself enough to pause and slow down and give yourself a gift. Joining a community of like-minded people means support, love, a place to ask your questions, a place to ask for what you need and offer what you can, so that we can collectively grow together. And what we're offering here, this invitation today, yeah, for sure, we've got a series of things and there's ways to work with us, but today we want to invite you to our free workshop. We've got a weekly call, a free weekly tune-up every Wednesday at noon Mountain Time. You can join us live on Zoom, where we're going to share some tools. We're going to give a tune-up. We're going to do a healing, and we're going to send you away with the tool that you need today. And of course, there's always an opportunity to work with us more, but that first stop, that first step with us is to join us Wednesdays at noon on Zoom.
And this is going to be live, and everybody who is interested is going to be able to see each other and talk to each other. It's one of the very first and easiest ways to start connecting with our community and like-minded people. And like Cory said, every single week that you are going to walk away with a new tool that you can start using in your internal psyche and personal growth process.
So please, we invite you to come, please take your place at our table. We've got a place for you. Come join the circle, come ask for what you need and offer what you can. Let's give your intellect some tools that it's going to need as you are challenged in your own self-growth. creatorscreating.com/tuneup will take you to our reservation page, where you'll get the access to the Zoom link, and that will give us permission to talk to you. In the world of email and automation, if you sign up with us, that's going to give us permission to send you some information and invite you to our party. So once again, those three pillars. What are you dreaming about? What is something that you would love, love, love to have in your life? And then step in and decorate it. Second pillar, what is it like right now? What is it like without it? Set up that creative tension between the two. Meditate, journal about what's in the way. And when you do that, bring that to us, and we will work on that with you. So I'm Cory Thorell, and I'm here with my buddy Aubrey. We're inviting you to come join us on Wednesdays.
Come join us. We're so excited.
We'll see you in the circles. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.